All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on the ad. So this is the non-scroller buyers. So they click somewhere on our ad, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women, our ad actually enters their brain, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women, and so under 6 out of 100 women actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. Now, under 6% is extremely low, although it's extremely common. So unique CTRL under 6% is common, but not normal. Seems like everyone's got it, everyone that I've looked at. It's actually a symptom of a deeper root cause, and we need to get this number up as high as possible to make our ads as efficient as possible. We want our ad to get into as many women's brains out of 100 as possible. Obviously, more women will be buying from us. So unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's a symptom of a deeper root cause. That deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. More about those at the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So you can see our universe taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. We've done this a bunch already. Pretty simple. We duplicate the original Boudoir Facebook ad. We treat to that duplicate. Keep the original one running, or off, whatever. We treat the duplicate. It takes about a week. Then we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. It's always been the Boudoir Pico one has the best metrics after. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from once we solve the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. As a treatment, as a solution, we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now looking at our so looking at my residency here, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found out unique CTRL is 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6% means that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. Okay, well, we got the treatment for that now. So we're going to treat it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So after doing this, we discovered the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So 3,700 bucks a month difference, decrease in ad spend, they pocket every single month. It's kind of like a phantom profit, kind of like a bonus, and it actually after 12 months, that's like what, a 40K bonus for no extra effort, not servicing any more clients, but simply it's what Boudoir Pico treatment unlocked. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad, tested it, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. And so what we actually did was we said, okay, we can fix this, duplicate it. from Boudoir Pico, treated with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week, and we get our unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So wasting, I know we're wasting about 84% of ad spend, that original Boudoir Facebook ad. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get into the same number of women's brains as the original. So they can pocket that 8,400 bucks a month and no longer have to spend as like a phantom bonus, phantom profit, phantom increase, and never actually, and that's 100 grand at the end of 12 months. Bonus for not doing anything extra, but simply utilizing this Boudoir Pico treatment. Finally had a patient come through. His unique CTRL was at 5.03%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. Treated it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. Got his unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And so if you spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then if we spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then now he only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get his ad into the same number of women's brains. So that's 6,700 bucks a month that was wasted. Now we can pocket it, not give it to the Zuck. It'll stay in his own pocket, kind of like as a phantom profit, phantom bonus every single month. And that's like 80K at the end of 12 months at the end of the year, back in his pocket. No extra effort required, no extra work by him. So what we've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so, I mean, average those numbers, it's approximately, 50% of ad spend being wasted. And so they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. That's approximately 5K every single month. Waste. On repeat, 5K wasted, 5K wasted, 5K wasted. And we can instead treat that with Boudoir Pico and then keep that 5K, that half of that was being wasted, in the pocket of the Boudoir photographer, in their own pocket. Not Zuck's, not whoever. 5K, at the end of 12 months is about 60K. Back in their pocket by simply not, eliminating the wasted the ad spend that was being wasted. So we want to fix that. So now we're coming here. We want to see if check out, see what things we got that could be causing BLCS, if any. So I do see we got the below creative cluster mistake here. This is filling out all the things Facebook recommends us to fill out. That is good for Facebook, but bad for us. So it's the false belief we're following here. And the consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. So we're paying for that impression, but our ad is not entering those women's brains. It's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, higher chance of causing BLCS. And this actually is what Facebook wants because Facebook can serve more ad spend per unit time. Now, looking at the creative, all right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ads should be like ads because that's how we've always seen ads in newspapers, magazines, TV, social media, other Boudoir Facebook ads. They've always looked like an ad. The consequence of this though is way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. Our ads not entering their brain, wasting that impression. And finally, let's see what we got here. In a Boudoir session when you never feel ready, but do it anyway. So, looking at the see more headline here, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. When a Boudoir session, or if you never feel ready, but do it anyway. All right, yeah, lack of context mistake here. most common thing, that I'm seeing the most of. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're believing incorrectly that we're providing enough context, and what we're providing is the number one way to bring in buyers from a Boudoir Facebook ad, and that is incorrect. Now the consequence of this is way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Pulling our unique CTR under 6%. Higher chance of BLCS. So looking at this, yes, this Boudoir Facebook ad, yes, I do believe it has. So the unique CTR, I believe it is under 6%, causing this Boudoir Facebook ad, I believe, to have Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so if you are a BLCA with BLCS, so if you are a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you believe, or you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you look at it in the marketplace, you see it's getting more and more saturated for boudoir photographers. Like every time someone gets a new iPhone, there's at least someone opening a new Google Maps profile saying they now shoot boudoir, or someone gets a new camera and they're now, saying in the mom groups that they offer boudoir shoots. So you see, it's getting more and more boudoir photographers fighting over the same number of potential buyers. So again, more competitive, harder to stand out. And you also see, inflation on, real life, cost of living going up, just kind of everywhere. And you've already been optimizing other parts of your boudoir photography business to get more profit out for, either equal or less effort or input in. And you've decided now you want to extract that same optimization through your current boudoir Facebook ads. And you want to, kind of plug the leaks, so to speak, and keep that more money in your pocket instead of the Zuckinator's pocket. And you've seen what Boudoir Pico has done for other Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to have it, that treatment for your own, because you see, it could save you approximately 5K a month in eliminate that wasted ad spend, keep it in your pocket, and actually not need to burn it. And and you see that'll be, approximately 60K back in your pocket over the next 12 months, over the next year. And you actually want to keep, you actually want that outcome of the Boudoir Pico treatment. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment with your Boudoir Facebook ads to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, to achieve Boudoir brain entry boost with your Boudoir Facebook ads, because you know that this is required on your path to becoming the number one boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new boudoir photographer or new patient intake slots at my hospital. Currently, new patient intake slots are closed. So if you do want this Boudoir Pico treatment, shoot me a DM once my new patient slots open up again, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.